This is Newspoint at 11.
And good evening to you on this Wednesday night. I'm Fanchon Stinger in for Tanae Howard. Right now on Newspoint, a massage parlor offering more than just a massage. Actually, you're going to see how neighbors helped bust a prostitution business. Plus, students walking out of schools all across the country today. You saw some of that happening here in central Indiana. We're going to have more on those students' demands and why youth activism is here to stay. Also, scammers calling parents to say your child was just kidnapped, where these cons are getting your personal information to force you to pay up. But first, breaking news developing on the Near East Side. We are all over this one. We have word tonight. A body was found here at the scene of a fire investigation. That fire started in a wooded area along Dorman Street. Once firefighters put out the flames, they found a body and pieces of tents along the fence line there. As you're seeing here, investigators are still on the scene. A big police presence right now. They are working with fire investigators to figure out what started the fire first and also how the man died. Fox59 is also there. We are working to get more information. We will keep you updated right here and online at fox59.com. Our other big story tonight of Columbus massage parlor busted for prostitution. Now 2 employees are in custody this evening. Police served a search warrant at the Sunflower Massage after several neighbors told police about possible prostitution going on inside. An undercover officer then went in the business and says an employee offered to perform a sexual act for money.
Obviously, we're in the middle of a shopping center here in Columbus, and it's not the type of business that we want to end the community. It's puts a black eye on the community, as well as it discourages legitimate business owners from operating.
Police tell us tonight more arrests could be coming. We'll keep you updated. And the search is on right now for this man. Take a good look at this video. This man you're seeing is accused of beating a downtown restaurant owner and nearly killing him. In the surveillance video, you can see that wanted man walking around Acapulco Joe's downtown. Employees tell us the man and a woman he was with ordered food and drinks from the bar. But when the check came, the man tried to use a stolen credit card. The restaurant owner, Grant Redmond, followed the man outside after he refused to pay, and that is when the man started beating him. Redmond had to have emergency brain surgery, and as of right now, he is listed in critical condition. Lots of thoughts and prayers going out to him, hoping he makes a full recovery. If you do have any information on the man you saw in that video, please call Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. Well, it's the other big story from today. Thousands of students around the world and right here in central Indiana, all taking part in a stand against gun violence. These are just some of the dozens of walkouts from coast to coast that students participated in today to honor the 17 people killed in the school shooting in Florida. Fox 59's Haley Bull is here right now. And Haley, these students are making sure their voices are heard.
Yeah, that's right. They really are. From Shelbyville up to Muncie, hundreds of Hoosier students participated in the walkouts. Many of them shared their marches on Snapchat. Take a look. Here's a look at a rally at North Central High School. You can see students gathering in the parking lot there. Quite a big crowd outside that one. And over at Hamilton Southeastern High School, we have more images from Snapchat there. People protesting there. Students walked to the gym because of restrictions. Although each walkout varied by school, what is evident in each is youth activism.
More kids can be safe at school and not worry about whether they're going to die or not the next day.
It's a worry no child should have, but one students across the country and here in Indiana are making sure adults hear.
Students around Carmel High School want action from our legislators, and we're not asking, we're demanding it.
It's a show of solidarity as students honor the 17 lives lost during the massacre in Parkland, Florida, take a stand against violence, and call for change. Some students walked out, others held moments of silence, and some assembled, but the common thread between all.
This is not just a moment, this is a movement.
A show of youth activism, not just here locally, but organized nationally. Tim Nation is the co-founder of the Peace Learning Center that works with Central Indiana students.
I think the tragedy in Florida, on top of all the other mass shootings that we've had in our culture, that the young people have been waiting for adults to do something about it, and they're tired of waiting, and they decided to take action themselves.
Students playing roles in movements isn't new. Take, for instance, protests during the Vietnam War, or more recently, students taking a stand over immigration.
This is the one time that we're seeing it occur on a national scale.
But this Indiana University associate professor says what happens next?
When we see movements, the part that we see is the mobilizing, but the organizing that happens behind the movement sort of determines whether or not it'll be successful.
But one thing that's for certain.
I'm hoping that this really opens up people's eyes.
Kids taking a stand and stake in their future.
And this movement isn't done yet. A march is planned for next weekend, and some students are planning letter campaigns to elected officials. Fanchon?
Haley, thank you. Well, the clock is also ticking right now for state senators and representatives to pass some final bills of this year's General Assembly. They have until midnight, so it's less than an hour. Lawmakers are pushing through a number of high-profile measures, and we have a close eye on it. One that is heading to the governor's desk, a bill that allows Hoosiers to buy and sell CBD oil. It passed through the House just within the last hour. Both the House and the Senate are still working on a bill that would turn Indiana's 4-year handgun license into a lifetime permit and also remove fees. It would also allow owners to carry guns in churches with schools on the property. Now, we are also watching a bill that would boost school security. The governor is asking lawmakers to approve an additional $5 million to help make our schools safer. And the House right now is debating a proposal to end the state ban on felons receiving SNAP benefits. Some lawmakers want to remove the ban to help fight the opioid epidemic. Of course, you can count on Fox 59. We are at the State House. We will be there throughout the evening until this is all wrapped up. We will update you as they pass these final bills. Make sure you check in with us on Fox 59 News Morning. Caught on camera, a thief steals a wallet from a car while the owner is pumping her gas. Now watch the car pull up there, that purple sedan pulls up, a person gets out, goes in the back seat of her car, grabs her valuables, gets back in the purple car, and you see it pull off. Just that fast, and she never even realized what happened. Now police are saying always lock your car doors, roll up your windows, even if you are standing right beside your car. It is a vivid warning to all of us. Well, a dog thrown in a dumpster and covered in sludge. How did it get there? That is the big question tonight. Now a Seymour woman wants to know who did it. Donna Kofi says that she spent 2 days looking for her dog Dallas after he ran out of her apartment last week. Well, police found Dallas in that dumpster. They say the dog was not hurt, but putting the dog in a dumpster, well, that's illegal. Investigators say if they do find the person who did this, they could be facing a number of animal abuse charges. We'll keep you posted on that one as well. Helping the community understand how homicides are investigated here in Indianapolis. Tonight, IMPD hosted a community conversation. Homicide detectives talked about their roles in the community and how investigations actually work from the crime scene all the way to the courtroom. This is the continuation of a community conversation that we initiated right here at Fox 59. Assistant Chief Randy Taylor says he is trying to encourage more witnesses to come forward to help solve crimes.
That's where I think things kind of drop off. People want to give information, but they don't realize that we may have to pull you into court for that, and we're hoping that you'll be willing to testify in court if necessary.
IMPD is making a concerted effort to get out there and really interact with the community so that everyone has a complete understanding of how this process works. Taylor says the big goal for the department is to give victims' families as much information as they need. They also want to provide access to detectives to help them through those investigations. Well, today we saw some brilliant sunshine. It definitely looked like it was warmer, but it did not feel
No, we just
that warm.
haven't quite turned the corner
No.
just yet. We had enough of the cold air now, 8 days of consecutive below normal temperatures. But what was really impressive too, Fanchon, this morning, the temperature started at 19 degrees. It hadn't been that cold in an early morning here in central Indiana since before Valentine's Day. We're not going to get that cold tonight. We've got a west-southwest breeze. We've got clear skies. We've got a quiet radar, but the temperatures have leveled out tonight. We will drop to about 28, 29 degrees area-wide, maybe a little chillier in the outlying areas, but hold our own throughout the course of the night. In fact, these numbers are not that far from where we were at earlier this morning. Temperatures, earlier this afternoon, 37 downtown, 33 Greenfield, numbers that aren't too bad. We topped out at 43 today. That, again, is well below average. We should reach at least 50 this time of the year. Richmond is down to 29 at this hour. The skies are crystal clear. Gorgeous night, but it is a little chilly because of the wind that's still out of the southwest at 11. The thermometer is at 34 degrees. This is our 8th straight day below normal. The coldest morning we've had here in over 3 weeks. And tonight, the temperatures level off because of a front that's up to our north. It's a cold front that will slip through here tomorrow, but before it arrives, the winds will stay out of the southwest. Our wind chill is down to 25 degrees, so it's not that comfortable out there, but it is awfully clear. And there are clouds up to the north that will settle into central Indiana briefly tomorrow morning as this front swings into the area. But we're ready to kick off St. Patrick's Day celebrations here in the Circle City, and it begins with the greening of the canal tomorrow afternoon. It won't be that chilly tomorrow morning, not as cold. And tomorrow afternoon, we're back to sunny skies for the most part. The winds will have changed to the north and west, and our high temperature will reach near 50 degrees. Smooth sailing Wednesday, and again for Thursday for that matter. Just that little wind shift comes into the area, but the real attention begins to build out to our west. There's another weather system coming. Once this front settles south and we get a pullback or a cooling down as we enter the weekend, this is the weather system that brings the potential of some freezing rain into central Indiana before we wake up Saturday morning. We'll break down the timing on this potential freezing rain, and more snow will fall before spring arrives in my 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, Brian. Thank you. Parents, it is a call you never want to get. Someone telling you they've kidnapped your child. Well, tonight you're going to see why it may be a bold-faced lie. How scammers are getting your personal information, trying to get you to hand over a fake ransom. Plus, as the opioid crisis continues, you're going to see how some addicts are using their pets to score drugs. And the big diamond engagement ring might be soon a thing of the past. Wait until you see how more and more couples are using something else to say I do. That's coming up next on Newspoint.